Katya had always dreamed of having a big family, and when she found out she was pregnant with 6 boys, she couldn't believe her luck. She had always wanted a house full of little rascals running around, and now it seemed like her dream was about to come true. As the pregnancy progressed, Katya's belly grew bigger and bigger. It was hard for her to get around, and she found herself needing to rest more often. But she didn't mind. She was just so excited to meet her 6 little boys. As the due date approached, Katya's husband, Alex, couldn't help but feel a little nervous. 6 babies at once was a lot to handle, but he knew they were up for the challenge. They had prepared as much as they could, setting up a nursery with 6 cribs and making sure they had everything they needed for the arrival of their 6 little bundles of joy. Finally, the day arrived and Katya went into labor. It was a long and grueling process, but eventually, one by one, the boys made their way into the world. There was Ivan, the eldest, followed by Sergei, Dmitri, Yuri, Anton, and little Mikhail, the baby of the family. As they held each of their newborn sons in their arms, Katya and Alex couldn't help but feel overwhelmed with love and gratitude. It was going to be a lot of work raising 6 boys, but they were ready for the challenge. They knew it was going to be a wild ride, but they couldn't wait to see what the future held for their big, happy family. Katya and Alex were in the delivery room, surrounded by doctors and nurses as they waited for their 6 boys to be born. It was a nerve-wracking experience, but they were filled with excitement and anticipation as they waited to meet their little ones. As each baby was born, the doctors and nurses cooed and admired them, marveling at their tiny fingers and toes. But when the 5th baby was born, the room fell silent. The doctor looked up at Katya and Alex with a shocked expression on his face. "There's something you should know," he said, his voice filled with concern. "This baby has black skin." Katya and Alex were stunned. They had both always been white, and they had no idea where this baby could have possibly gotten his dark skin. They looked at each other in disbelief, not sure how to react. But as they held their 5th son in their arms, they couldn't help but feel a surge of love and protectiveness. They didn't know where this little boy had come from, but they knew he was theirs, and they were determined to give him the best life possible. As they looked at their 6 boys, each one with their own unique features and personalities, Katya and Alex knew that their family was going to be anything but ordinary, but they wouldn't have it any other way. They were ready to embrace the challenges and joys that came with raising 6 boys, no matter what the future held. As the years passed, Katya and Alex watched with pride as their 6 boys grew and developed their own interests and talents. Ivan was a natural leader, always organizing games and activities for his brothers. Sergei was a math prodigy, excelling in school and constantly surprising his parents with his advanced understanding of complex concepts. Dmitri was a talented musician, with a natural ear for melody and rhythm. Yuri was a sports fanatic, always outside playing soccer or basketball with his brothers. Anton was a creative soul, always drawing or building something new. But it was their 5th son, the one with the black skin, who truly stood out. From a young age, it was clear that he was an exceptional child. He excelled in school, consistently outperforming his brothers and even his teachers. His intelligence seemed to know no bounds, and he was always asking questions and seeking out new information. As he grew older, his parents decided to have him tested to see just how advanced his intelligence was. They were shocked when the results came back. He was in the top 1% of children his age, with an IQ off the charts. Katya and Alex couldn't believe it. They had always known their 5th son was special, but they had never imagined he would be this gifted. They were filled with pride and a sense of wonder as they watched him continue to excel in school and in life. As they looked back on their journey as parents, Katya and Alex knew they had been blessed with 6 amazing boys, each one unique and special in his own way. And they knew that no matter what the future held, they were ready to support and encourage their children in whatever path they chose to take. As the years passed, Katya and Alex's 5th son continued to excel academically, always striving to learn more and push the limits of his understanding. He was fascinated by the world around him and was constantly asking questions and seeking out new information. After graduating from high school at the top of his class, he decided to pursue a degree in science. He excelled in his studies, quickly earning a reputation as one of the brightest students at his university. After earning his degree, he landed a prestigious internship at a leading research laboratory, where he quickly made a name for himself as a talented and dedicated scientist. His colleagues were amazed by his ability to think outside the box and come up with innovative solutions to complex problems. As he continued to advance in his career, he became known as one of the leading minds in his field, with numerous patents and scientific papers to his name. He was invited to speak at conferences and events all around the world, and his work was frequently featured in the media. Katya and Alex couldn't be more proud of their son. They had always known he was special, but they had never imagined he would achieve such greatness. They were grateful for all the opportunities he had been given and were excited to see what the future held for him.